to set up the broadcast, bro. Hold on. Studio too, my bad. And I'm gonna have to pause it one time until somebody from offset comes and grab something from it. So I'm gonna pause it. I know I'm gonna get an A for sure. So that's 30. I got homies that can sleep with the Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like they were popping in. Come pop it for me cause I'm rich and popping in. Yeah. Little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Nah, I'm in the studio right now. I make beats, everything, bro. I do everything. Let me turn my mic down for you, though. Hey, I know, Cam. Did he lick that shit?
It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Like to get
coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
1-yard gain. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 2nd down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Out of the gun, Stafford. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Jalen Thompson picks it. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Chandler Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
When I watch Chandler Jones play for the Arizona Cardinals, I actually get a little bit jealous because he does his job as well as anyone in the league. He's played 64 games for Arizona starting this season, 60 sacks in that time frame. That's just under 1 per game. That type of success rate will not only keep you on the field, but also garner you a lot of honors.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. The first down.
Be over there every day, though.
I'm
gonna be over there.
Right at the 25.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That good for 19 on a 1st down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face. That's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami. Wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason, ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
At the Lions' 18-yard line.
Murray again. This is Drake. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That is caught at the 7.
Season, I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make
the 10-yard line.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal?
I'm finna have to pause it real quick, bro. I just gotta make this to itself from off road.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal.
Call a timeout.
Man out.
Here, give me a second, though.
The Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit.
He was from offer up.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
My control.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr.
Go give him some water.
A pickup of 10 as
Go
they
get him
try
some
to
water.
recover from this 10-point deficit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Lions nothing.
Second and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. The 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So not a good start for this rookie quarterback, already trailing in this first half, and that's going to make things worse.
Well, back in my day, this was not unexpected out of rookie quarterbacks. That's why a lot of coaches didn't want to play them. But coming out of college now, they throw it all the time. This is a little bit unexpected, the way that he's playing here.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Lions nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
First down, Detroit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Danny Amendola. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. The 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here, because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
2nd down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Under pressure, they got him again. Corey Peters able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Love from the gun. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run with Peterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Adrian Peterson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 17. Lions 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 35-yard line.
Now a 2nd down at 6. Here's Murray. And he hits Drake.
Murray's pass.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Love. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, but now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun. Love throwing deep for Galladay. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. On the return, Andy Isabella. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
On the return, the Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Love. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
But coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going back to Love. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
First down, Lions.
Again, it's Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Dancing to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Andy